It's time for Sunbelt Conference Baseball on ESPN as we welcome you inside to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, inside Pete Taylor Park as the Southern Miss Golden Eagles and UNCW tangling for the rubber match today of this three-game set. UNCW winners 6-3 on Friday night. Southern Miss winners yesterday 2-1 in grand fashion. Welcome inside our broadcast booth. I'm Jason Baker alongside my color analyst Cliff Russell. And Cliff, the series has been what we sort of thought it would be between these two ball clubs.
Yeah, two great games so far, Jason. Starting pitching, as we expected, has been the story for both sides, honestly.
Yeah, it really has. And then yesterday's ball game, boy, what a way to win it, right, for the Golden Eagles. But it began in the second with Martin Zelena.
It did. They got to Cross Sibley early, Jason, but that was all they could scratch. Cross Sibley, we're going to talk on it more, but he was sensational.
And then in the seventh inning, Dre Barrett pinch hit RBI single.
Comes off the bench. First pitch he sees, puts it back up the middle to tie this game right there.
And then, of course, in the bottom of the ninth inning, a young man by the nickname of Bull, Matthew Russo, went walk-off homer.
He did. Exciting way to end that one, Jason. Makes today so much bigger. We'll talk on it a lot, I know, but huge matchup here this afternoon.
Yeah, that momentum that Matthew Russo sent inside Pete Taylor Park, it only goes as far as today's starting pitching. Those are the recaps of both these ball games. You see the 22 strikeouts in game one, and of course the Russo walk-off yesterday afternoon. We're coming back. We're going to have the Golden Eagle batting order from Pete Taylor Park as you're watching Sunbelt Conference Baseball on ESPN.
Thinking it's Sunday, maybe you're going to fall off a little bit this afternoon. You see it right there. We've got two really good freshmen, expecting another great matchup on the mound.
First strikeout of the afternoon. That was the changeup, and it's a good one. Right on that outer half, you could see Tucker Stockman approves the location of that. Ball, two strikes, slider elevated. This is going to go the other way. Gillespie trying to make the catch on the dive, can't. It is a single for Tanner Thatch on Friday night. 2-2 pitch, fastball that DiMartino can't catch up to. There's two away for Graydon Harris. Harris has a fastball lifted. It is being pushed by the wind out in the right field. Carson Pato has secured it. Very casually, I might add. And that's it for the top of the first for UNCW. The single by Thatch, that's all to speak of. A couple of Ks for Graydon Harris. Golden Eagle batting order when we return. This is batting order today, and of course, right in the heart of it is the man of the hour. That's Matthew Russo, the walk-off home run, his second one. We've got more on that to come.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a fun one, Jason. And he goes down and look, it was a good pitch. He goes down and gets that baseball and cuts the wind. Seems to have found that power stroke here of the last week or so.
Well, there's one freshman left-handed arm for the Golden Eagles on the mound. It's a freshman right-handed arm on the mound for UNCW, Cam Bagwell Cliff. He's been really good so far this season.
Yeah, he has another big frame for UNCW, Jason. He's a guy, look, they thought maybe as last season progressed in his high school career, maybe they weren't going to get him on campus, had some draft talks. They're glad he's out there this afternoon.
It is his first road start of his career. It's the defense behind him for the Seahawks. They've been good. Kyle Dobos is in at second base, replacing Aiden Evans. Brian Arndt back behind the dish. 2-2, ground ball towards third base. That's Lucas who has it. Over to Tanner Thatch in time. There's one away. It's under a ball here, shallow center field. It'll be the shortstop, Kevin Jones, just onto the outfield grass. There's two away.
Early in this one, Cam Bagwell mixing in the secondary, keeping him off balance.
Comes with a fastball here. It is chopped to third, and Trevor Lucas's throw. It's over the head of Tanner Thatch. Brian Arndt is backing up the play, able to get to the baseball. Gillespie couldn't advance. A throwing error on the third baseman. Nice ovation happening here at Pete Taylor Park for Matthew Russo.
the feel for pitching is not something you typically see with a freshman, and you're seeing it here early.
2-2 fastball, 93. Center cut. Russo got a piece, but right into the mid of Brian Art. That's it. An error in the inning led to Gillespie being aboard. No score after one. Selection committee. It's an opportunity for him. This was sharply hit, but nicely played by Carson Pato off the line out of Cole Nelson. 250 for the weekend, 2 of 8. Ground ball. Ozzie Pratt will slide over left. Took a funky hop, and his throw goes wide of Matthew Russo. It's going to scamper into shallow right field. Thornton's thinking 3. Carson Pato has picked it up, and his throw not in time. So an error by Ozzie Pratt. You could see it right as he received the baseball. It took a weird hop. Watch this.
Not sure what that ball hit back there, but it took a weird bounce off the backstop there after the first base dugout as well, Jason.
Like Pratt almost fielded that into his stomach, like literally never really got into the glove, and I wonder if that played a part of maybe the 7-hole hitter for the Seahawks. 2-2 off speed, softly hit. Gonna get the run in. Nick Monaster will throw it over to first. The Seahawks strike first. They get a run. That was all Matt Gillespie needed to do with it, was push it to the right side to pick up that RBI. Brian Art, ground ball on the first pitch. Seth Smith has it. He gets it across to first base in time. The error cost the run. UNCW leads it 1-0. Nick Monaster leading it off, hitting 259 as he enters today. Fastball, back up the middle. This will sneak through. Nicely done by Nick Monaster. Breaking ball at the knees of Carson Pato. That was a really nasty pitch from Cam Bagwell, right to the knees of Carson. That looked like a hammer curve to me, Cliff. Little 12-6 movement to it. Monaster goes. Tucker Stockman hit and run. Kevin Jones on the dive. His throw is in time.
Makes it any count. When you start mixing in 5 pitches like Bagwell is, it becomes difficult. But you see Seth Smith right there, gets the fastball down the middle again, puts it back up the middle for the RBI single.
Sure does. The Golden Eagles respond, Cliff, and I think that is so important today where this series is going to teeter on runs, right? The ability to respond after your opponent has already put up a number, huge.
Yeah, and I think that approach needs to be just that for this offense. Find the fastball out of the hand, read fastball, take your...
Tom Riordan, Jay Cook, ground ball. He told his 5-pitch mix. I asked Cliff, what's the 5th pitch? Who knows? We're still trying to figure it out. The Golden Eagles, they get a run. That's on the RBI single by Seth Smith. We're tied back up, 1 apiece. Kyle Dobos is the batter. Ground ball on the 0-1 count. Pratt will send this across to Matthew Russo. There's 1 away. 3-2. This is lined out in the right field, right in front of Carson Pato. That's the second base knock of the ball game. Certainly Southern Miss was taking a kind of passive approach. Tanner Thatch is plunked here with an 89-mile-per-hour fastball from Graydon Harris. He was trying to go right under the hands.
Down again, but
DiMartino lifts this into left field. Gillespie's charging. The throw will be cut off. And the bases are juiced, full of Seahawks. Trevor Lucas, 3-2 payoff pitch. Off speed, slow roller. Seth Smith's only play is the first. He will get the out, but the Seahawks get a run. It is 2-1 UNCW.
Goes off speed there, Jason. Full count, bases loaded. The freshman executes. I know it's a ground ball and you get to run across for UNCW, but a big pitch in that situation.
0-2. Beautiful change from Graydon Harris. Nelson swings through it, but not before they pick up another RBI. It's 2-1 UNCW. Pitches. Hanging curveball here that is lifted out in the right field off the bat of Joey Urban. Alec DiMartino has the catch. There's one away. Ozzie lifts another one up. Dubos, the second baseman, makes the catch. There's two away. Tagging a fastball is a good approach, but he just ain't giving you many. But he does hang a slider here, and Davis Gillespie hits it 382 feet and gone. A solo home run for Davis Gillespie has tied this ball game back up.
Exactly what you expect from a good college baseball hitter, Jason. He hangs the breaking ball. Davis Gillespie does not miss the mistake, puts it off the scoreboard to tie this game up.
Another fastball from Cam Bagwell. He gets Russo on it at the letters, but not before. Davis Gillespie saw a hanging breaking ball, pounded it out of Pete Taylor Park. 2-2, we're tied up. Fastball hammered out here in the left field. It's a line drive off the barrel of Bromley Thornton. Sacrificed, pushed right at Graydon Harris. He'll field it cleanly. His throw to Russo in time. It's crossed 3 appearances. 3-0 pitch here, that's high. 4-pitch walk to Brian Art. Puts runners at first and second and out, and Christian Ostrander. This was the day for Graydon Harris. Your impressions of him the second time to see him?
I think he's good. For a freshman, Jason, you're coming here on a Sunday in a rubber match. I thought he answered that, threw well, gives it over to Ty Long now. I think he gives his team a chance to win.
From one freshman arm to the next, and he's making his Pete Taylor Park debut. The freshman out of Ripley, Mississippi. A 6-foot, 186-pounder. He is a two-way player, although we don't necessarily forecast seeing him in the field, but he'll be a shortstop one day for the black and gold. But at the moment, it's a relief role for Christian Ostrander's ball club.
Here's what I know about Christian Ostrander is he wants to know what to expect when he throws you out on that mound. He wants a guy who's going to consistently fill that zone up, and I think that's what they believe they have in Ty Long.
1-1, 90-mile-per-hour fastball. This is in shallow right field. Carson Pato is calling for it. They're going to test the arm of Carson Pato. They've got everybody off the bags. Matthew Russo was trying to get the tag into first.
How many looks, that's telling Ty Long how many looks to give at that runner at second base to get on the same page.
Urban's charging. Bromley Thornton is coming home, and he is out. What a throw from Joey Urban out in center field.
Jake Cook,
excuse me, my apologies. Jake Cook charging, the lefty gets the throw home, and that ends the inning for UNCW. Golden Eagles back into their dugout, and we'll be back with more baseball on ESPN. Scoreboard. That was Davis Gillespie who tied it back up. Sharply hit. Trevor Lucas drops it. It has not been the cleanest game defensively today. I would allude to that. I think it's two ball clubs maybe pressing a little bit here early in this ball game. So Carson Pato, the batter. This is lined out in the right field. Monastero's thinking first to 3. He's going to try it. DiMartino has a cannon. Pato's going from first to second base, and he's going to dive in. The completion of the play was not made by Kevin Jones. Says Derek Harris.
I love it. You can see the dugout, the coaches trying to ask Kevin Jones, hey, do we challenge or not? And you know, with baseball and the way it is, you don't have the ability to go to a monitor or anything like that, or anybody on a headset that's watching in a booth. They are going to take a look at it. So they were asking Kevin Jones, hey, do we look at it or do we not?
Be 2 on, nobody out. Yeah, they confirmed the call. It's the correct call as well, judging by what the replay shows.
He's bringing the infield in, and what that tells you, you know, still early in this ball game, you see Tucker Stockman finding the hole right there.
Out in the right field, RBI single for Tucker Stockman. And the Golden Eagles have their first lead of the afternoon.
That's what you're giving up when you bring those guys in from the middle infield. If you're playing back, you probably field this and get the out easily in exchange for that run, but they choose to bring the infield in, and Tucker Stockman finds the hole for the single.
Q right towards Cam Bagwell. His only play is going to be to first. Seth Smith is put down there. Advancing up to second base goes Tucker Stockman. Jay Cook sends this into center field. Back and trying to make the catch is Matt Gillespie, and he can't do it. Jake Cook is going to stand at third base. Well, there was a little bit of the power. Ball not traveling today, but Matt Gillespie got crossed up. That was well struck, 103 off the bat.
It was, and he got there, Matt Gillespie did, but just couldn't hold on to it, made contact with the ground. And I thought there was a chance. They may try to send Jake Cook. Kevin Jones bobbles that ball a little bit on the relay there. And we know with the speed of Jake Cook, we see it right there standing easily on third base.
We'll see how they scored in the book. Gillespie was there, and watching it on the replay, frankly, looked like a catch he probably should have made. Golden Eagles with a 2-run lead. High chopper here, Trevor Lucas across the diamond. Put out Joey Urban, but not before the Golden Eagles strike for 2. A crooked number on the board. They lead it by 2. 4-2 as we completed 4 at Pete Taylor Park. An important play as well at the plate to end the top half of the 4th. Could have had that guy, Tanner Thatch, hitting with a couple of runners on. Carson Pato sees his ball out in the right field. It's a single for Tanner Thatch. Back to it, 72. DiMartino takes the big cut for strikeout of the afternoon for Ty Long.
He goes 3 in a row, Jason. And
Long here has a baseball hit out well, out in the right center field. This is going to get down off the right center field wall. Jake Cook will pick it up. Tanner Thatch is coming home. And they'll touch home safely. A run scored for UNCW. Trevor Lucas shows some power. Well struck out into the right center field gap. RBI double. The Seahawks get one back, Cliff.
Yeah, he's been really good. You've talked about him in that 4-hole, Jason, and just seems to find his way up to bat when there's runners on, and an important part of this baseball game, and he finds a gap there.
Christian Ostrander's making a change. The afternoon is done for Ty Long. Pitching change on the way. Into the ball game, it's Josh Ock, a high leverage relief pitcher, the sophomore out of Minnesota, comes in, out goes Ty Long. Christian Ostrander playing his bullets right now, trying to win this baseball game.
Absolutely. And look, a lot of baseball left, and you've got to find somebody to step up and eat some innings and find a way to extend this thing a little bit and find a way to get 6-7 outs maybe. And Josh Ock is who they want to be that guy. And it's my personal opinion, Jason, that this bullpen's going to be successful moving forward. He's going to have to be a huge part of it.
Yeah. Frisbee slider out the pocket of Josh Ock, right into the strike zone. Cole Nelson's put down for a strikeout of the afternoon for Ock. Big one, too, because there's 2 away now.
Yeah, it goes to the slider. Backed up a little bit, but
2 strikes. Slider. Got him. A good one. Right at the knees. Back-to-back strikeouts for Josh Ock. But a run does come across for the Seahawks. 4-3 baseball game in Hattiesburg. '61st pitch of the day out of the hand of Cam Bagwell. It's a breaking ball. Dobos has got it over to Thatch. There's 1 away. Right back at Cam Bagwell on the first pitch fastball. There's 2 away. Graveyard, as I like to deem it here at Pete Taylor Park. This is a hitter-friendly park. Matthew Russo touches one out into center field. The ball is not traveling today. Matt Gillespie is over. He makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down goes Southern Miss in the bottom of 5. Still holding a 4-3 lead. We'll press forward. Ock goes 2-seamer here. It's struck well out in the right field. It's another single. Cloudy skies pretty much throughout the day. The 1-2 slider, Brian Arndt put down. That one catches the top part of the zone. It's the 3rd strikeout since entering for Josh Ock.
It's another slider that kind of backed up on Ock, Jason. And what you get with that,
he's at first base. 1-2 pitch off speed. But they say Brady Thompson is down. A called 3rd strike. 4th strikeout of the ball game for Josh Ock. Say he called it a strike. They're calling him on the. There's the 2-seamer hit and run. They had pulled Monaster for the coverage. Executed beautifully. That's just pretty baseball, man.
It is. And for Kevin Jones in that situation, you're in a hitter's count. It's 3-1. You know who's hitting behind you in Tanner Thatch. You know they're going to come right at you here with the fastball. And as you mentioned, with Matt Gillespie on the move, Monaster covering second, he finds the hole.
And Christian Ostrander making a call to the pin. Here was the afternoon of Josh Ock. Christian Ostrander challenging him. I'd say he answered it.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, comes in and gets 4 outs, all of them by punch outs right here. You see working the fastball away right there, the slider as well. A little unfortunate on the single to Kevin Jones with Matt Gillespie on the move. It created that hole in the 4-hole there. And they bring on the lefty now to face Tanner Thatch.
So it is Brooks Willoughby, the tall left-hander, 6'5", 220-pounder out of Vicksburg, Mississippi. Playing the numbers here is Christian Ostrander as he takes on one of the most feared hitters in the Coastal Athletic Association at Tanner Thatch. Done so far today. Brooks Willoughby, a little hitch in his giddy-up balk as he went to come set. The run scores from 3rd. Matt Gillespie. Or you could just dot it with a slider like that. Get Tanner Thatch looking. First strikeout of the afternoon for Brooks Willoughby. A balk leads to a run. 4-4 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Two teams battling, grinding against each other. Cam Bagwell begins this inning with a fastball that Nick Monaster sends to 3rd base to Trevor Lucas. Monaster 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball, and he gets Carson Pato on a running 2-seamer. 4th strikeout of the afternoon for the freshman Cam Bagwell, and there's 2 away. Sechrist, his ability to mix the pitches, they've been good. Tucker Stockman got a fastball. This is hammered off the wall. Stockman's looking for 2. And he's going to retreat back to one and thought otherwise on a strong throw from Bromley Thornton.
Yeah, he gets the fastball up, and honestly, he just hit that ball too hard. It's 107 off the barrel, and it goes right to Bromley Thornton out there in left field. We've talked about his ability to pitch and on the mound and makes a strong throw.
Last trip up. 2-2. Breaking ball by Cam Bagwell. Seth Smith furious at himself. Big strikeout for Cam Bagwell. We move on to the top of the seventh in a tie baseball game. And impact the games as much as he can. Willoughby gets a strikeout of Alec DiMartino. Such an emphasis on bullpens. This is sharply hit. Seth Smith gloves it. It's over to Matthew Russo. That's in time. Way to stay with the play. And it popped out of his glove. Kept his concentration and got it across.
Let's not forget about the guy on the mound, though. We saw last Sunday, he went 3 innings at TCU to slam the door there. They opened it up.
0-2 slider. Stockman blocks it up as Nelson swings over the top of it. 1-2-3. Go the Seahawks today for the first time. Back to the dugout after the 7th inning stretch. 7th inning stretch done, complete here at Pete Taylor Park. A new arm into the ball game for UNCW. It's a right-hander, Mason Murdoch, making just his 3rd appearance of the season, Cliff, out of Kannapolis, North Carolina, a 6'5", 220-pound junior. And so now it's a pin game, right? They had not entered their pin as of yet, but Cam Bagwell, just a phenomenal afternoon.
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job, Jason, and you know, the freshman came in an environment here where you're a rubber match trying to secure a victory for the series, and I thought he did a really good job. We've talked about it, just mixing his pitches up and scattering a couple hits, and leaves with this game tied and certainly gives his club a chance to secure the victory.
Kevin Jones out in the center field. Look, goes down and slices one out in the left field. This is going to take a hop over the wall, and Cook will be awarded a ground rule double.
That's what he brings to this offense, Jason, the ability to right there just to put a ball in play. And I got to tell you, I think UNCW got a break that ball goes over the wall. If that just caroms off that wall away from Bromley Thornton.
Multiple feet, just literally multiple feet away from Joey Urban as he went and attempted that ball. 2 sacrifices for Urban on the year. Travis Creel, the hitting coach. Here's a look at what I was meaning from Tanner Thatch. What's that?
Yeah, look,
15 feet?
Not only is he's kind of shot really to the center of the field as well. He's not really staying on that first base side. He's trying to kind of cheat over and cover that ground in front of the pitcher's mound as well.
Urban. Beautifully done. Trevor Lucas is going to let it roll all the way to the bag. It makes contact with the bag, indicating fair. That'll get a standing ovation for Joey Urban. He put it away from Tanner Thatch. Cook moves over to third.
Look, on the first one, he didn't really square around real early, Jason. I love that right there. Maybe Coach Creel mentioned it to him, said, hey, get that bat out there early, show it, but he just lays down a perfect bunt. And I agree with the decision from Trevor Lucas as well. All you could do is try to let that ball go foul.
Ozzie Pratt has ripped this baseball into right field. Cook will score from third. Joey Urban is around second base into third. It's an RBI double for Ozzie Pratt.
Ozzie Pratt just 1 for 10 coming into that at bat on the weekend, Jason. But he is just a dude, he's going to get the opportunity. He's going to take advantage of it. You're not going to keep him down long. Pulls that one down the line for the RBI double.
This is where, to me, this lineup's begin. 3-1. Gillespie rips this. 109 off the bat. Urban will step on home. Here comes Ozzie Pratt around third. It's a 2 RBI double from Davis Gillespie.
Davis Gillespie looking for that one pitch right there, Jason. You're in the zone looking for one spot, and he got it. You and I kind of talked about Davis before this game and said, you and I have just been waiting for that moment from Davis Gillespie. Certainly a big moment there that he takes advantage of.
Ty Lawson into this ball game, Cliff, in a 7-4 baseball game, the junior out of Whiteville, North Carolina.
Yeah, look, we kind of felt this building up, right, that this game and this series was going to come down to this pen on Sunday afternoon, and here we are, Southern Miss getting to the bullpen of UNCW. Obviously a lot of baseball left, but so far this offense getting it done against the pen.
Back on top here, 7-4. Russo sharply hit right at DiMartino, who will back up, make the catch. That records an out, but Gillespie moves over from second to third. Tagged up on the fly out to Russo. 3-2 payoff pitch. Smacked right at Thompson. He knocks it down. It was hit so well that Gillespie had to hold up at third, and there's 2 away. Punched out. Beautiful breaking ball. Right to the knees of Carson Pato. Goes Ty Lawson, but not before the Golden Eagles strike for 3 runs on 4 hits. The big one, the 2 RBI double by Davis Gillespie. We'll be back to the top of the 8th. Much more. Christian Ostrander has made a call to the pen, and he's going with a good one. It's Colby Allen, the junior out of Louisville, Mississippi, into this ball game to try to slam this door, at least for the moment, Cliff.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday for 2 innings, Jason, but in doing those 2 innings, it was just 20 pitches on the arm. So Christian Ostrander feeling comfortable running back out there on back-to-back days. Certainly he wouldn't do that if he didn't think he could handle it. He knows his guys so well. We've talked a lot about that. We see him here. My guess is just probably for the 8th inning.
This is popped up out in the right field. Carson Pato, like he's out walking his dog that he just picked up, out to catch the fly ball in right, and there's 1 away.
Which obviously allows to come back on 1 day's rest.
High bounce to Ozzie Pratt. His throw is in time over at first base, 2 away. Is Brian Art. Swings at the slider from Colby Allen. 1, 2, 3 go the Seahawks, not without a big gasp of air. You can breathe and exhale if you're here for the black and gold. Bottom of 8th we go. They're on top, 7-4. Randy Hood making a call to the pen. He's going to a junior right-hander, Connor Kane, the 6-foot, 180-pounder hometown kid out of Wilmington, North Carolina, Cliff, into this ball game as the 4th pitcher of the day for UNCW.
Yeah, it's his first appearance on the season, Jason. 20 appearances last year, including a start against Charleston Southern. Getting his opportunity here on this Sunday to prove himself and trying to be that guy moving forward. That's what they're trying to figure out now. We've talked about this bullpen, and obviously they used Trace Baker, their bullet, their guy Friday night for 3 innings, and well worth it when you get the win like they did.
Fastball that he blows by Tucker Stockman. First strikeout of the season for Connor Kane. First out here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Why he's been thrown out or hasn't been thrown out there this season, but getting the chance here, and you mentioned it, he's been really, really sharp.
Chopper up the middle. Kevin Jones, the shortstop, slides over to get it off a nice Sunday hop on a Sunday. He gets Smith put out on the ground. This order. Here's why. Second 3-hit game of the season. He's a homer shy of the triple today. A homer shy of the cycle today. He's had a triple, a double, and now the bunt single, Cliff.
Yeah, I mean, right on cue, you said it. Just a weapon, and that because of that, you said it, right? I mean, right there, he has that ability to lay that thing down, but also has the ability to split the gap.
And that's to come, I believe. Joey Urban will see a slider here, hammered through the 6-hole. Back-to-back singles to a board with 2 outs. Pratt puts this over to second base. Brady Thompson was there. Stabs it, makes the throw that kills the rally. Final 3 outs for the Seahawks on tap. When we head to the top of the ninth, we'll see who's on the bump for the Golden Eagles when we return. Full count, payoff pitch, slider. Got a strikeout of Brady Thompson. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Colby Allen. Maybe ever. 1-1, Kevin Jones sharply hit, but Davis Gillespie never had to move. He makes the catch, there's 2 away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a slider from Colby Allen strikes out Tanner Thatch for the 3rd out of this top of the ninth. It's a series win for the Golden Eagles, 2nd consecutive weekend after losing the Friday night ball game that they come from behind and take the series cliff. The 20th ranked Golden Eagles, impressive work of weekend.
Yeah, you just said it. If you're Christian Ostrander, you have to love the way your guys responded now. 2 weeks in a row, losing a Friday night game. You don't panic. You come back and win the series. That's what good veteran-led teams do.
What a job by the Golden Eagle Ball Club. They pick up their 11th win in 16 ball games. They're 11-5. They'll be back inside Pete Taylor Park on Tuesday night against the Vaqueros of UT Rio Grande Valley. For Cliff Russell, for Marty Wyndham, I'm Jason Baker. On behalf of Lee Field and our entire production crew, we thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Golden Eagles win it today, 7-4 over the Seahawks of UNCW. You've been watching Sun Belt Conference Baseball on ESPN.